Catherine Young and I sell real estate in Toronto and in Durham region. This is my entertainment district summary of buildings. So this building here behind me, right here, 25 Oxley Street, is best known for having kind of a soft loft aesthetic. A lot of the units here will have exposed concrete ceilings and walls, exposed concrete pillars, and sometimes ductwork as well. 36 Charlotte Street is a more boutique style building. It does not have a concierge and it has fewer units per floor because a lot of them are actually two-story units as you get up to the higher floors. People generally really like the layouts at 8 Charlotte Street. You'll find some really accommodating 1+1 units with gorgeous views over the city. Right now there is construction going on to the east of the building, so any eastward views may be blocked, but still it is right in the middle of the entertainment district and really great bang for your buck in terms of a efficient layout. 11 Charlotte Street is the building right behind me here. I've actually lived in this building, so I know firsthand the different layouts. I honestly think the 1+1, which is the northwest corner, is one of their best layouts. And the great thing about Brad J. Lamb buildings is that they all come with a natural gas line hookup. So that is fairly uncommon in the downtown core. And in general, really, really nice layouts. However, the views will change. As you can tell, there is construction coming up here to the south and other proposals in and around the building as well. Okay, so 393 King Street is this building up here. Not too much to say about this building. Honestly, it is a little bit older and a lot of the units that come up are fairly dated. Further to that, the maintenance fees are really quite high. I think they're closing in at $1 or just over $1 per square foot, which is, for the area, on the high side. Okay, so this building in behind me, 438 King Street West, the Hudson, is also a really good bang for your buck type condo. The layouts here are efficient. It is on the older side compared to a lot of the other newer condos in the area. Having said that, the maintenance fees are reasonable and the views are still really quite good.
Right, so this is the future site for a 45-story mixed-use building with 435 residential units being proposed by Great Gulf, and it is currently under review with the City of Toronto. I will link details below. Alright, so this is the future site of 400 King Street West by Plaza Developments. I've seen the proposal and the facade looks gorgeous. Southeast views are going to be amazing.
Alright, I have no idea if you're going to be able to hear me on this one because there's tons of construction around me. But this is 375 King Street West. It has probably one of the best linear one-bedroom layouts I've seen in the downtown core. It is an extra wide layout with windows along the whole back wall. It actually rents pretty well as well.
Alright, this building here is slotted to be 42 stories tall. It's going to have 2 levels of amenities, one on the rooftop terrace, which will rival its southernmost neighbor at the Bisha for views, and also on the 3rd floor will be a full amenity gym.
So the building behind us here is the King Blue condos. So an interesting piece is that facade there, the brick facade, was reconstructed to honor the historic building that sat in that very spot. And now it comprises of a hotel and a private residence.
87 Peter Street, the biggest note here is that most of their one-bedroom units are less than 500 square feet.
Okay, behind me here is 101 Peter Street. One thing of note here is that on the north side, the clearance between the residential building and the commercial building to the north is fairly small. So if you are looking at a north-facing unit, up until floor 7, you're pretty much assured the view of something like that. Anything above the 8th floor, I believe, clears that building. but definitely something to consider.
I'm loving how this facade is coming together. I think this building is going to be a great addition to Peter and Richmond Street intersection. One thing to consider when looking at the Picasso condos is because of its interesting facade and lack of floor-to-ceiling windows, the units are not as bright as units you will find in the surrounding neighborhood. I am a fan of the district lofts. Many of these units are actually 2 stories with double exposure. That being they have a south and a north facing exposure. Don't get excited though when it comes to amenities, as they are pretty basic, but the uniqueness of the units themselves more than make up for it. Alright, this building is probably best known for its rooftop restaurant with pool. However, one thing I do want to mention is that the 1-bedrooms here are usually marketed as 1-bedrooms, but they're actually a junior 1-bedroom. It is the site of the Nobu Hotel and Residences, probably best known for the restaurant, and actually the building itself was sold out within days. It'll be interesting once they take occupancy to see how busy Mercer Street is, because there are already so many high-rise buildings on this street.
Alright, the building behind me here at 36 Blue Jays Way is often a building that has a lot of questions. So it is a hotel and residence. On the west side is the entrance to the private residence. And what's unique about this building is there are a lot of 2-story condos here. Some have balconies, some do not. And the maintenance fees are on the higher side. It is based primarily on the age of the building, but also the fact that it has the hotel connected to it. Some lenders will not do a traditional mortgage on this building. Having said that, there are creative solutions and could be a good entry-level building. Okay, the buildings behind me here are 250 and 270 Wellington Street West. They make up the Icon condos. They are on the low-rise, mid-rise type height of buildings. They are situated on the north side of Wellington, and you get a lot of 1+1 units here. There's something to be said about the south-facing views at the moment because there are partial CN Tower views. However, just a little bit to the east, so any of the south-facing units at 250 Wellington Street West look over a hydro electric field. And then at 270 Wellington Street West, I'm just gonna swerve around here, there is a building proposal for a 66-story condo. So any south-facing views at 270 Wellington will most likely be gone in a couple of years.
I love 8 Mercer Street, especially for its green wall in the lobby, and also the south-facing 1+1 views from the top floors. They are gorgeous. As you can expect, the units at the Ritz-Carlton come with a hefty price tag. Having said that, the south-facing views, honestly even the north-facing views, are spectacular here.
They don't call it the entertainment district for nothing. Along King Street West are many of the all-time favorite restaurants that have been around for generations, but also we have Roy Thompson Hall, we have the Royal Alexandra Theatre, and many more. You might also know that this area has a lot of movies and shows filmed here. You might recognize the Roy Thompson Hall as being the base of Bot Towers for The Boys. I don't know if you've watched that show on Amazon Prime or not. Alright, right in front of me here, I'm going to turn the camera around. Maybe I'm not, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. Alright, right behind me here is 224 King Street West. This is probably one of my favorite buildings in terms of layouts and views and location. It is a Brad J. Lamb building, so again you get those natural gas line hookups and gorgeous black framed floor to ceiling windows. The aesthetic in this building is stunning. You do have the soft loft look, and generally these units pull a higher price per square foot for both purchase and rentals. Now just west of 224 King Street West, the Theatre Park condos is the future site of former condos. And this is going to be an incredible development that is going to completely reshape the skyline. That is going to completely reshape the skyline and King Street West in general. Fun fact about some 2-bedroom units at 295 Adelaide Street, they are marked as having 2 bathrooms, but in fact it is a walk-through bathroom that both the common area and one of the bedrooms access, and there's toilets on either side of the shower. This is a fairly new building in the area. I've only been in a handful of units, but as you can see, the west side of the facade have no balconies. But without that balcony, the 2 and 3 bedroom units really maximize the space. The bond condos kind of give me Bisha hotel lobby vibes, but not to the same degree of luxury. Fun fact about the cinema tower is that it is one of very few buildings to have a basketball court. In terms of units, I like the 06 1+1 2-bath unit.